Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Sport Aces podcast. Man, this is a big episode here, man. We're going to cover the NFL free agency, man. I know normally we'll cover all topics in sports, but this episode we have to cover NFL free agency because it's been some big news. It's been big news.
To say the least.
It's been huge news, and it's just ridiculous how crazy it's gotten. Man, well, first thing first, I got a new nickname alert, Tigadamas. Tigadamas, of course, we gotta give a round of applause, man, for that because, because I predicted the DJ Moore trade,
Yeah, show him the clip.
Yeah, we gotta play the clip back.
Play the clip.
Play the clip. I think
even the Panthers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Actually, the Panthers might actually be the one who actually legit.
They're
might
projected to get Levis.
But I think they're probably gonna trade up because I think they're gonna try to trade. I think this is when the DJ Moore conversation might be in the trade talks where, like, the Bears trade if they get DJ Moore in a trade.
He's really good.
Oh
He's never had a good quarterback
either. That's gonna be like a dangerous. Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
Yeah, well, we go back to, when was it? Last week. It was sometime last week. I was like, I thought I was originally the one taking credit, and then I went back to the episode, and I was like, oh shit, it was actually y'all too. You brought it up, but you agreed. I didn't think that was gonna happen at all. I just thought it'd be cool to have DJ Moore in that offense, but gotta give you credit where credit's due, man. You hit it right on the nose, literally right on the nose.
You're a prophet.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? It was just about luck, though. That was I did not.
Give yourself more credit than that.
It was crazy, guys, because like as that trade happened, the first thoughts in my mind was like, "Yo, they really made that trade." And then like I was rewatching, I had to rewatch the episode, and I was like, "Yo, I really predicted this. This is crazy." And then when I put in the other group chats, everybody in my group chat, like Tommy and them, my other group chat from college, they was like, "You really spot on with these predictions."
Yeah.
I'm like, look, man, you just gotta watch sports and just, be invested in it, man.
Yeah. Bears kind of fleeced.
Oh,
Bears kind of fleeced.
Kinda.
They made some signings, okay?
Oh, the
Bears, yeah.
The Bears went crazy with the money.
Man, where do we go?
First of all, they got rid of Montgomery, which is a clear move that they're gonna try and go for a running back here.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got the
Edmonds is nice too, yeah.
Edmonds and Edwards.
Edmonds is he's so nice. That replaces Roquan for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's as good as Roquan, but he definitely has that explosive speed. He's a solid player. I really like that signing for them a lot.
Oh, definitely. And then then they get TJ Edwards too.
Yep.
Underrated piece of that Eagles team.
Man.
Underrated.
There's Nate Davis, a guard, a little offensive line help. They did lose Montgomery. They could go out there and get a running back. Or honestly, they could just promote Khalil Herbert to starter.
I'll pose this. Eckler is on the market.
That'll be a hell of a get.
Eckler's on the market. They still have the 9th pick. So I feel like they could make a move to maybe try to get Eckler on that squad. Chargers would get the 9th pick. Eckler's coming off a career year, so he's going to be worth a lot of money,
I can see that.
Draft capital. Not saying it'll happen, but
Bears offense: Justin Fields, Eckler, DJ Moore,
Claypool,
Cole Kmet's okay.
Kmet's good. Mooney, if Mooney when healthy, is good.
He's solid. That's a hell of a offense around a young quarterback.
It was just like it caught me a little bit off guard that they would get rid of Montgomery. I know Herbert's is one of the best backups in the league in my opinion. When he stepped in there, he had a couple 100-yard games.
Yeah.
And having a guy like Justin Fields in your offense really opens up the running game. So I don't know, man. The Bears could be on the up and up, but especially with DJ Moore, he's a fantastic receiver. Never really had a good quarterback. Not to say that
the best one he has.
Justin Fields is probably the best one he has had. So I mean.
Well, we're gonna go a quick one down. I mean, we see Baker going to the Bucks.
Not surprising there.
Robert Woods going to the Texans. Noah Brown going to the Texans.
I feel bad for Robert Woods, man. He's been bounced around.
He's been passed around.
The big news in the AFC. I think Garrett Wilson gonna get past Jalen Ramsey now. I think is something serious.
I mean,
the AFC East is the best division
I was gonna,
in football.
I was gonna say I didn't want to be the one to say it though.
Let's see what else is happening, man.
Wait, when we were talking about Robert Woods. I know I mentioned something about it. I don't know where I said he was gonna go, but I said he was gonna sign somewhere. I don't know if it was the Texans. I said something about it. But
let's see what else. I mean,
there's some big tackle signings.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
Offensive lineman, for the people at home, if you have a child and they like bigger than most kids, and you trying to tell them they can still play running back, kill that dream.
Tell them play tackle.
Tell them play offensive
Tell them play tackle.
Offensive lineman
or
needs
D-line.
love.
Or D-line.
Offensive
D-line, yeah. Offensive linemen are some of the biggest positions in the league because you see those guys, like, good quarterbacks will have bad years because they have a shitty O-line. So you need those guys.
Wait a minute. Somebody made a prediction about Jimmy G going to the Raiders. It's one of you guys. One of you guys made that.
We're going to have to check the clips. I don't know. Maybe. We're going to check the clips.
Jimmy G to the Raiders? Wow.
This is a good. McDaniels wants to get as many former Patriots as possible.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, guys. Mike White is going to the Dolphins. I know it's hurt y'all feelings.
No, that actually did kind of hurt.
Yeah, I would want
low-key kind of.
I'd rather have him. I'd rather have him as a backup than Zach Wilson.
I understand completely. All right, so what else we have here? I mean,
got Allen Lazard, maybe.
Case Keenum going to the Texans.
Jets getting a receiver.
The Bengals losing a lot of pieces, man.
Well, Jesse Bates was always going to go, but
but losing Von Bell.
They was both their back
and their
end
tight
guys.
end.
Oh, yeah, Hurst to the
Panthers. Yeah, so they lost Bell to the Panthers. They lost Hurst to the Panthers.
Oh, Patrick Peterson going to the Steelers.
I like that signing a lot. He still got
Sam Darnold going to the 49ers. You know,
he could low key.
That really caught me off guard because I remember I texted Valente after that and I was like, "What are you guys doing? He's gonna be a third stringer."
Andre Dillard going to the Titans, tackle.
Another tackle.
Another piece of Eagles O-line.
Marcus Epps going to the Raiders for 2 years.
He's solid.
Man, this is
Denver spent a little bit of money.
Yeah, Denver been making quiet moves.
Denver spent $50 million on two tackles.
The Texans getting Jimmy Ward.
He's solid. He's older, but he's still solid. Matt Gay, the highest paid kicker of all time now with the Colts, $22 million contract. He's one of the best kickers in the league, so it makes sense. And then we re-signed Greg Zuerlein too. I like that a lot. He had a good year. He had a good year with us.
Oh, Jacoby Myers going to the Raiders.
I saw that.
They replaced him with Juju. So
Myers, he made that throw against the Raiders. That little backwards lateral.
It's so funny.
You know, Michael Thomas is going to be there for one more year with the Saints.
Yeah, if he plays.
Darren
Waller of the Giants is huge.
Yeah. If he's healthy. If he's healthy, that's a dangerous factor right there. For the
top 5 tight end when he's healthy. Yeah. Maybe even top 3.
Let's see. Another guy that's left the Eagles, linebacker, White.
He's solid. They lost like 4 or 5 guys already.
And they're going to lose Slay, so...
they released him.
They cut him.
They released him, so...
Bradbury, that was a big re-signing for them, though. He was good.
Big news with Matt Ryan getting cut.
Yeah, not surprising.
I feel bad.
I feel so bad because, like, he's a Hall of... He's
I don't know why they would cut him, though, because he could mentor a young guy.
He's just making too much money.
True. They're trying to cut that contract.
Making too much money to be mediocre.
Sorry, Ryan. Brian Murphy going to the Vikings.
He was good.
Brian Murphy's like honestly one of the better slot corners in the NFL.
But fuck all that. Let's talk about the 2 biggest heads. And Jacoby Brissett going to the Commanders. But let's talk about the Juju going to the Patriots, and let's talk about the 2 biggest headlines that we've been seeing. Cowboys making a trade for Gilmore, and releasing Ezekiel Elliott.
Tony Pollard, main back now.
Zeke.
People have been calling for it for years, and they finally did it.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I feel relieved. I feel like this would be a great first step because you're saving us a lot of cap. So now we can probably make some more moves.
Yeah, you guys still owe him, I think, like $13 million or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that.
Just for this season.
You saved like $11 million for this year.
Yeah,
y'all be fine.
Just with $13 million for this season, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
but
y'all
it's
be
just
fine.
like, even though Pollard is recovering, I think I'm gonna be honest, and y'all can quote me here. I think Jamal Williams might be the focus point because he did play under McCarthy for 2 years before McCarthy got fired. I think that's a relationship there, and I think Jamal Williams is a hot commodity. I think a lot of teams going to want to
especially
try
after
to
this
get
last
him.
season.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are going to try to get him or try to talk to him a lot more. But I feel like we confident enough to try to sign him to. Like,
we were talking to him, which I thought was weird. We don't need him.
You don't really need Williams. I think he'd be a great fit for Dallas, though.
He would be perfect.
Pollard's the kind of speed pass catcher guy. Zeke at the end was more just the power back for you last season. Jamal Williams would fit that role pretty well and definitely be cheaper. So I think that's a solid shout.
But ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk about the New York Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, we had some big news today. On what show, Tom?
The Pat McAfee show.
And what did Aaron Rodgers say?
He intends to play for our New York Jets.
See, look at that. It is epic, ladies and gentlemen. These guys, I've never seen these guys happy in my ever. Every time we do the podcast, these guys are stressed out every day, every episode. But now, y'all feel like y'all real relaxed.
I would not say that.
We're getting there. We're working toward it.
Because I want to go back to this point. 2008. That's all I have to say. This happened in 2008, and guess what? It ended like shit for us.
It did.
But then again, it's different. Brett Favre was older than Aaron Rodgers is by a couple of years, I think. And Brett Favre was going into a really, really dysfunctional organization. We didn't have an offense, period. We had no guys over there.
Hold on. Let me.
I can name you our receivers.
Our wide receiver one is Jericho Cotchery.
Lavernus Coles was our second guy. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. I'm a Jets fan.
You know what? I remember him. Actually.
I remember him, but not in a way that was like
good. He's not good.
Yeah.
He was a mediocre.
He definitely had like 600 yards.
He had 800 that year.
But you know what's so crazy? The sad thing is he had a mediocre seasons. Well, I remember him.
He came from Washington.
No, because his first time, I remember him
with
the Jets. The first time he was with the Jets, I remember he was getting stardom. But then,
we traded him for Santana Moss.
Yeah. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard.
Santana
Miami.
Moss, man, he was good.
Yeah.
He's on Washington too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, David Clowney.
No, I disrespected Lavernus Coles. He was good. He had a couple. He had 3 1,000 yard seasons. I can't disrespect him.
Dustin Keller was kind of a stud.
Yeah.
He was good.
He just like fell off quickly.
But what I'm saying is we have Jericho Cotchery in 08 was probably he was I think it was the beginning of his career or like middle of his career. Coles was near the end of his career. Mm-hmm. Dustin Keller was a rookie.
Jesus.
We had
old Tyler. And then you had the young Revis.
Mm-hmm. We had a good defense.
Our defense was not the problem. It was just because we didn't have an offense.
Thomas Jones was the best player.
Thomas Jones was great for us that year. I think he had like 1,300 yards.
The difference is the talent we're putting around an MVP quarterback.
Yeah, now you're looking at our offense. We have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. We have 2 tight ends that are solid.
Just brought in Lazard.
We just brought in. And Rodgers.
Rodgers spoke highly of Hackett.
He did. I mean, really understandably, they were together for a while.
Just knows how the Brett Favre project didn't work out, but then that next year, y'all go to the AFC Championship game.
Sanchez, yeah.
Well, yeah, because we had because of our defense.
It was the defense. No, the defense carried.
Well, we also got
Plaxico.
Did we get Plaxico that year?
Braylon Edwards.
Nah, y'all had Plaxico that year.
Did we get Braylon Edwards that year?
He was on that team. He was on that team with Favre.
There's another guy too. I'm forgetting.
No, I'm looking at the roster.
We had Sean Green. You remember him?
Sean Green?
Yeah, he was
good.
To
Tennessee.
He was all right.
We saw it. I felt happy, though, what I heard from Rodgers. A lot of stuff where
honestly, yeah, me too.
Where he called out the media. He was like, the media's trying to portray me in this negative light. He called Adam Schefter out with the receipts and everything.
Oh, when he said, lose my number.
And then Schefter tweeted the screenshot of Aaron texting him.
Because everyone was saying like, oh, Rodgers has his demands and all that, and then he's like, nah, like that's not true. Like I just told them guys that I like to be around, and plus Lazard's contract was up anyway.
Yeah,
and he's not gonna want to stay with the Packers.
No,
not that Jordan he gave high praise to Jordan Love.
He did,
which makes me think that Love's gonna have a good year. I think the Packers will still be like middle of the pack.
That division's wide open.
It really is. The Vikings are probably the favorite in my eyes, with the Lions right behind them.
The Lions, I think, are going to be good.
But you can't count out Jordan Love. He's been under Rodgers for what, 3-4 years now?
He's coming up to his 5th-year option already.
Yeah, and he hasn't even started a game yet.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
I want to see how he plays. But also, now that we have Rodgers, well, in theory we have him. Yeah. It's basically a done deal. But now that we have Rodgers, I'm interested to see if he can. It's going to be hard. I want to see if he can make Zach Wilson better.
I think
because let's be honest here. Zach Wilson hasn't been in the best situation until this year. This is probably the best situation he's been in. Last year was the best situation he's been in, and now he has Rodgers, who's a knowledgeable quarterback, 4-time MVP. Mm-hmm. If he can't learn from Rodgers, then he can't learn from anyone. And if he's not better in the next couple of years, he's toast.
He's gonna be cut. I mean, if anyone can, it has to be Rodgers. But
I trust him. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see Zach play again, to be honest.
I'd say this. I'd say we give him a few years to learn under Rodgers and then see how it is. Because we're only going to have Rodgers for 2-3 years. Max
3, yeah.
And and with this squad that we have now, there's no reason why we are not a playoff contender. No reason why. If we don't at least win a playoff game, it's a fail.
Yeah.
Really, we should be
pushing for
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like I've never said that as a Jets fan, but we should really be pushing for a Super Bowl.
A huge.
We have one of the best quarterbacks in the league now, and that's what we were missing.
Yeah.
We finally after all these years we built a good team.
Yeah.
A winnable organization. And did you see Becton, bro? He looks great. He slimmed down.
If he could start at either tackle spot, that would be huge.
He looks great.
Well, when he played his rookie year, he was kind of dominant.
He was good.
His knees couldn't hold up 375.
Because he was too big, yeah. Now that he's slimmed down and he's working.
He could be a piece.
And then we get Vera Tucker back. Solid piece. He was great for us before he got hurt. Brees comes back. That's a solid young back for Rodgers. I think Brees is going to have a great year.
Yeah, he just needs to... Well, he's not even like injury prone. He just got really unlucky.
I think that we should be done signing free agents now. I don't think we need
in terms of offense, probably.
Defense, we got that safety. That was big.
We need to, I think, pick up one more D lineman because Rankin's just left.
We could take one in the draft.
Yeah,
but we're definitely giving up that first round pick for Rodgers.
I'd like them to hold out for it. I'd like to hold out for a second. That's really the problem, right? That's the only reason it hasn't happened. I'm glad he said that too. That like he knew since he met with them, he wanted to be here and everything. He did quote Woody in it.
Wow.
Well, once Woody screwed up the Derek Carr thing, because like Derek Carr came in there and he knew he was the second option.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, it's Rodgers or bust now. Like
it had to be.
We knew Rodgers knew what he wanted to do when he came out, and Green Bay was like kind of throwing him to the curb, as he said.
Yeah.
So he was like, he's like, I feel like I could play another couple of years, I think. So,
I mean, they just made him feel wanted.
I just hope I just bring back that magic from 2020, and we'll be balling if he comes back like that.
Honestly, if he just plays, I don't even need him to be an MVP. I just need him to be a solid Aaron Rodgers, and we got some magic.
Man, that AFC is stacked.
Looking at the available list so far when it comes to free agents, man.
There's a lot. There's still a lot out there.
Yeah.
Thielen's still out there.
Orlando Brown.
Who's solid. Orlando Brown is good.
Orlando Brown would be a great...
Taylor Lewan is still out there.
Yeah. Taylor Lewan could be a good left tackle for someone.
Bro, I would love Taylor Lewan, dude.
Yeah. Orlando Brown.
Bro, imagine Becton and Lewan on either side of the line. That is formidable.
Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan... let's see.
Matt Ryan should just retire.
I don't think Thielen could get a deal somewhere.
Thielen will get a deal somewhere.
Robbie Anderson.
We'll bring him back.
Robbie Anderson's kind of trash.
Marcus Peters would be a good cornerback for anybody.
He's a little older, but he's still solid.
I mean, well, he's 30.
For a corner, that's a little older.
Dalton Schultz. You gonna bring him back, Dalton Schultz?
You guys better bring back Dalton Schultz.
He's like your second best receiver.
Dalton
Schultz?
Y'all better re-sign him.
He's good. Dalton Schultz is good.
I feel like we do need to get him because the only other person that I would rather be okay with getting would be Gesicki.
Yeah, I think Dak trusts Schultz.
But I want Schultz. I feel like if we don't get Schultz back, then that means we're gonna probably draft a tight end, potentially first round. I would see us try to get a known tight end.
This tight end, this tight end class for the draft is really deep.
Yeah, Darnell Washington, bro.
And then Michael Mayer from Notre Dame is really good. I'm looking at Randall Cobb. Honestly, I've changed my mind. I would take Randall Cobb on a cheap deal, not to play a lot, literally just to mentor like Elijah Moore. Like that would be that could be something.
It would be a really crowded wide receiver room because we'd have Mims. Wilson.
Mims. I mean, y'all can get Eli Apple.
No, Davis. Davis is gone.
Davis is gone. Corey Davis
100% gone. Mims, he's underwhelming. We could cut him as well. He's still young. He has time to develop, but I just don't see it. Moore, I want to keep, but I don't know if they're gonna do it or not because he had turmoil with the team. Obviously, LaFleur's gone now, but I don't know. Just because if we bring in Cobb, Rodgers is gonna be like, all right, I want Randall out there on third downs. Like he's gonna want to have him on the field.
That's my thing. I would make that stipulation like. Randall Cobb's 33. I mean, Elijah Moore needs to be out there.
Well, it could just be to have a teammate.
Yeah.
Have that locker room presence.
I mean, I wouldn't even run Randall Cobb just being the kick and punt returner. He could do that. We don't have one.
Buy Barrios.
There's so many guys that's like
solid. It's still early
forgotten guys
in free agency.
Yeah.
It should be, and it's crazy because there's been so many signings over the past couple of days.
Yeah. I mean, Jarvis Landry get a contract.
What happened to Jarvis Landry? Man, he was so good in Miami.
Adam Gase killed him.
He was literally Cleveland. At one point, he was on pace to he had the most receiving yards through a couple. I think it was first 3 seasons or something like that. He was up there. He was good.
You know what happened? In my opinion, I think what happened with Jarvis Landry is it's just the
look at his numbers, bro.
Change. It's because
it was Gase. Gase sent him to Cleveland to ruin him.
Yeah, but
he did good in Cleveland.
But really,
compared to Miami, he was not good.
I mean,
he's a Pro Bowler with Miami.
I mean, when you look season by season,
he was 1,000 yards 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, with Miami,
he had one good year in Cleveland. I want to say. Maybe even 2, because that one year they went to the playoffs with Baker.
Yeah, but I just think with Jarvis Landry, when he went to the Cleveland Cavaliers, well, not Cavaliers, Cleveland Browns. Damn it, I'm tripping. I'm thinking about NBA guys. When I look at the stats,
2,000-yard years with Miami,
and then
1,000 yards with the Browns.
No, it wasn't even bad seasons. It was just that 2021 season where I think he was hurt, so he didn't really produce as much as he should, and Baker wasn't really good that year. They went to the Saints, where the Saints didn't have no type of quarterback, and he wasn't really.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt. So I mean, I feel like with him, I see wherever he goes, he's gonna try to get a deal.
Injuries have slowed him down a lot.
I think that's always been the biggest issue with a lot of players. It's just
especially now
injuries. It's just.
I mean, you can say that about Odell too.
Yeah, it's just injuries.
That's why he's still a free agent.
Messed up a lot of careers in a sense.
So next contract I'd like to see is Miles Sanders. I think he's one of the more talented guys out there. Philly went and got Penny, which is interesting.
I like that a lot. Penny when healthy is fantastic.
He's really good, but him coming for injury versus Sanders, maybe Sanders asking for too much money.
They're saying that they're gonna probably cut him or get rid of him.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, the fact that
especially after this year,
the whole Eagles team just
fell apart.
Yeah,
they blew it up quick.
Well, they're getting rid of pieces that I feel like they knew after the season. They're like, all right, well, we're gonna have to, in order to make another run, they have to keep keep the most important players. Apparently, Slay was not important to them, so they'd rather keep Bradbury because they can get Bradbury for cheaper than they can get Slay. So they were like, all right, Slay, you're gone. We take Bradbury. Gardner Johnson was solid too. He's probably going to leave.
They're going to lose. I'm counting here. They've already lost 5 defensive starters. And then Gardner Johnson, Slay. That's almost your entire defense gone.
Yeah, Edwards was a big piece. I mean,
Hargrave
was, and that just buffs up the 49ers D line even more, which is crazy. You got Bosa, now you got Hargrave there. The 49ers they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be one of the teams to beat out of the NFC.
Yeah, I mean, Philly brought back Kelsey. They brought back Bradbury. Got Boston Scott. This Penny deal is actually pretty cheap. Only 1.3.
Yeah,
Actually
because
really good.
Because he's been so injury prone. Penny, that's the thing. When he's healthy, he's a force.
He's kind of breaking out.
He averages like 6 or 7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
He's good. It's just because Seattle has Kenneth Walker now, so they're like, yeah, we don't need him. And then Seattle has Geno Smith. The funny thing to me is that Seattle has a 5th pick, and they were projected to get Richardson down there, which makes no sense to me because you just paid Geno 3 years, $105 million.
Maybe they want to develop him, I guess. Maybe they don't see.
I feel like I feel like Richardson doesn't sit for 3 years though.
No, I'd say 1 year, and then he comes in.
But I also feel like he'd get picked at 1.
Yeah.
Because the Panthers are like, they see a lot of Cam in him, and they're like, oh yeah, Cam, like Cam 2.0.
That's true.
But bigger, faster, and stronger than Cam, which is crazy to me.
That actually exists. Well, I mean, people forget how good pre-injury Cam Newton was.
He's MVP, like we said last episode.
You 15-1. We carried them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Looking at the draft, I don't see why the Panthers wouldn't take Richardson.
I've been leaning
or
that way.
Stroud.
I've been leaning away from Young.
Yeah.
And the Panthers, they like completely cleaned out house.
Yeah.
They get a couple backup quarterbacks there now.
Andy
Dalton will probably start for them, I would say.
Maybe. Depends on who they pick.
Very true.
They pick Stroud. I think they play Stroud. If they pick Richardson, he'll probably sit behind Dalton.
It depends. Like you said, it goes to how he performs in like the preseason and workouts, OTAs, all that. I feel like if he comes out and shows, because like a lot of scouts are concerned about his pocket presence because he tends to roll out and try to make, not hero ball, but he'll try to like make throws on the run, which he can do sometimes, but also sometimes he tries to force it. And that's what scouts are concerned with. But that's a lot, like a lot of young quarterbacks just have to learn.
Zach.
But Zach never learned. That's the thing. He never learned. Zach just doesn't have
a brain.
Not that. He just doesn't have what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. He just gets too nervous back there and makes stupid plays. He doesn't make anticipation throws.
No, he can't throw.
That's what separates the good guys from the average guys. I wouldn't even know if Zach's average.
He's not.
But
all of his good throws were when he's outside playing like backyard football.
Yeah, when he made that throw to Uzama, it was still
underthrown.
But he was wide open, so it didn't matter.
Everyone was hyped.
It doesn't matter now. We got Rodgers, but
well, more to come with this NFL free agency because
still a lot of good guys.
Yeah, still a lot of news still need to be out there. But hey, we're gonna continue to keep updating y'all with this NFL free agency because it's gonna get more crazy. Mm-hmm. It's gonna get a lot more crazier than anything.
Really is, man.
But speaking of which, I don't know if y'all seen the news. John Moran is suspended for 8 games.
I did see that.
He's suspended for 8 games.
Good.
How do y'all feel about that? Do you
Good.
feel like it should have been longer punishment?
No,
it's pretty fairly deserved. It's only his first major suspension. I think it's a good start. The next time he does get suspended, it should be more.
And the NBA is not gonna suspend one of their biggest moneymakers for more than like 10 games.
Especially with the playoffs.
Especially when what he did was obviously bad, but it's not like anything that like harmed anybody or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I'm not condoning what he did. He did was stupid as hell. But considering he didn't really do anything like terribly bad, he just did something that would ruin his character. Mm-hmm. And everybody looks at him differently now, which is his fault. He's gonna have to repair that himself. Yeah. And he's in counseling for it now, which is probably part of the reason why his suspension isn't as long.
Yeah. I think it'd be a good chance for him to like reflect and see all the decisions he made and make sure he be more wise. I think with him being young, I think it's good that you have people trying to steer him in a better direction than understanding. I think if you're somebody that's a friend of John Morant's, I think you should support him in this decision and understand that he has a lot more to lose than you guys. So
Oh, big time.
Hopefully, he get back and
He's young, dude. He's gonna make mistakes.
Yeah, everybody's gonna make mistakes. Nobody perfect.
Yeah.
But man, the NBA standings, man. So far, I mean, look at the standings.
Milwaukee clinched. The other day.
Yeah. I mean, Milwaukee clinched.
Milwaukee is so good. I was watching them last night.
You got the Celtics at 2.
Yeah.
76ers at 3. Cavs at 4.
Knicks.
Your New York Knicks at the 5th spot.
We've been rough a little lately without Brunson.
6th spot, we have the Brooklyn Nets. Then the play-in, we have the Heat at 7.
Yeah.
8 Hawks, 9 Raptors, 10 the Wizards. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of see the Wizards or Bulls making it in that 10th seed spot for the play-in.
Pacers for me.
Okay, I'll go with the Bulls, and I think the Bulls have the most talent, but they just haven't put it together this year. They've just had injuries. The West though, the West has been weird. The Thunder jumped up a lot.
Yeah, so
the
so when you look at the Western Conference, the 1 seed we have the Nuggets, 2 seed we have the Grizzlies, 3 seed the Kings, 4 seed the Suns, 5th seed the Warriors, 6th seed the Clippers. Then we had the play-in seeds, which is 7th seed is the Timberwolves, 8th seed the Thunder, 9th seed Mavericks, and the 10th seed back in the play-in action, the Los Angeles Lakers. And then you had the Jazz, Pelicans, and
even Portland.
Trailblazers can, if they go on a win streak, they can.
They're fully healthy now. There's no reason why they can't.
Now, it's going to be a dogfight for that Western Conference, in my opinion, because it changed like every day.
Yeah.
Like who's going to go in the playoffs.
The Mavericks are disappointing.
I'm going to be honest. Who do y'all think would be a dream like first round matchup y'all would love to see?
Kings Lakers would be awesome. Just because of our program and all the beef. It would just be great. I would love to see Kings Lakers, but the Lakers would have to start winning like every game. Yeah. So
Kings Lakers.
I mean, I'd like to see the Grizzlies and the Warriors just because of the Draymond, Dylan Brooks beef. I think that'd be funny.
It could happen.
That would also mean the Warriors would have to drop to the play-in, which I don't think is going to happen.
Bro, the Warriors, dude, it's scary, bro. They really could. Like, they could put it together and make a run. They really could.
That's the thing.
Everything's falling into place for them.
You know what's my dream matchup in the Western Conference? My dream matchup would be seeing the Suns versus the Warriors.
In the finals, yeah. That'd be awesome.
Not in the conference because they stay
that could be round one.
That could be round 1, and that would be an epic round 1.
Yeah.
If Durant's healthy, yeah.
Durant healthy, Booker,
Paul,
and then you got the Warriors. That'd be a great.
I would give the leg up to the Warriors just because they're so good in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's just that, like you said, experience.
Mm-hmm.
Experience beats everything.
I mean, I'm excited to see the Thunder, though. They're back up there. Young team.
Yeah,
Josh Giddey's been playing crazy lately.
Yeah.
Bro, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of my favorite players to watch.
Ridiculous.
He is so gifted with the ball.
Player of the year.
Dude, he has 37 30-point games, which is second in the league behind Joel Embiid. Crazy.
It tells, and what's crazy is I remember that class.
I remember when he got traded to the Thunder.
No, because I remember that class that was coming in the University of Kentucky. It was him, Hamid Diallo, Kevin Knox, Jared Vanderbilt, Nick Richards.
And look at who's the best out of all of them.
No, because what's crazy is everybody thought Kevin Knox was going to be the better one because he was so young. He had higher ceiling. But I felt like out that group, I feel like Shai was more like he was going to command the team because he was a better 1 and 2 guard. And then like the years of developing. And you know what I think developed him more? That year he had with Chris Paul. I think that was a great veteran leadership you had, especially in the bubble time, where like these guys was really playing, balling out. And
this is what I knew.
Oh man, wait a minute. So y'all can't see the picture, but we want to drop the picture on the side of us.
Yeah.
Look at that draft night suit. And y'all believe that guy was the future?
This was the day of my high school graduation. I left my high school graduation. I see the Knicks pick Kevin Knox on my phone. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Kentucky. I pull up Instagram.
The Fortnite.
This is what the Knicks posted.
That's crazy.
Kevin Knox in a Fortnite suit.
The Knicks really believed that Kevin Knox was the future. It's crazy.
Not just them though. A lot of scouts.
A lot of people did.
because he was young.
He was
but
solid.
He's got the size.
No, but when you look at the University of Kentucky games, like he was the main scorer.
Yeah.
So that's why. But it tells you a lot about like the difference between college and NBA ball.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna go back to the Eastern Conference. What's your dream matchups in the Eastern Conference?
Are we talking first round?
It could be first round. It could be anyone. I just went to the first round.
Bro, I would love to see a Celtics Bucks Eastern Conference Finals because last year they matched up and Celtics got the better of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think right now, Giannis is unstoppable right now. Chris Middleton's fully healthy for the first time in 2 years. That's big for them. Drew Holiday's a great defender. Brook Lopez looks great. They have Bobby Portis is looking good off the bench. They're the only team I feel like that can compete with the Celtics in the East. And the Sixers, just because it's like Harden and Embiid are just so good together. But I feel like that matchup would be awesome to watch. And then like a sleeper matchup out there. Yeah, I did doubt the Nets. I'm not gonna lie, but Mikal Bridges is fantastic.
I would love to see. I really would love to see a battle of a New York type of playoff matchup with the Knicks versus the Brooklyn Nets.
Hey, if the Nets move up to the 5 seed.
No, because that atmosphere would be electric. But in my opinion, I think I would love to see a Celtics versus 76ers semifinals.
It could happen. It will. I think it will.
Yeah.
I would love to see that semifinal because that would be such a moment where this is like the make or break it, and it can show like, is the 76ers going to get over this hump?
True, but
they've been stuck there for a while.
Well, let me ask you this right now. If you want to, let me look at this real quick.
Yeah.
So if you look at the matchups, hypothetical right now, obviously this isn't the
top
play-in.
seed winning.
The play-in would not be happening. So it'd be Bucks, Hawks, Heat, Celtics, 76ers, Nets, and then Cavs, Knicks. Out of those, in your guys' opinion, which of the underdog teams would really have a shot to make a run? I say, honestly, the Miami Heat, bro, because Jimmy Butler is different in the playoffs.
I think the Miami Heat is a team where they would really overcome a lot of things. I think with the Celtics, if they play the Celtics, I think the Celtics have to win the first 2 games.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have to win the first 2 games.
At home, they need to.
If you give them a 1-1 split and then you go into Miami, now you open the floodgates now because the Heat is going to push you to a game 6, game 7. And they push that in the first round, that's going to be a huge problem now. Because now the Celtics going to look questionable now when it comes to like, okay, y'all barely scraped by a Heat team when they was a 7th seed. So now I'm like, how can I think y'all was going to do going to the next round?
Yeah, and then like for the matchup that I feel like the Bucks, no matter who they play, will probably either sweep or win in 5.
No, if they play against the Hawks.
The Hawks are rough.
It's a sweep because I think the Hawks.
Even the Raptors though. I think it's a sweep.
Yeah. It's just teams like that. It's just like no matter who you put at that AFC, it's just like it's gonna be a clean.
They're gonna
sweep.
get blown out.
It's gonna be a clean sweep because the Bucks.
Who's stopping Giannis, bro?
Nobody.
It's not even Giannis, man. Just look at the other
like
factors. Middleton,
Holiday
coming back. Holiday,
even Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, like they just can't be guarded.
And like their 3-point shooting is going to get a lot better. I think in playoff time they're going to really get
Connaughton.
They love to shoot the 3 ball because Giannis opens the floor up for them so much because he has to be double teamed in the paint.
Yeah.
So that's why they get Ingles. That's why they get Brook Lopez, who's developed into a pretty good shooter.
So Grayson Allen.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been hurt.
Okay.
Now, besides the 1-2 seed, the Sixers versus the Brooklyn Nets. I think
I give the advantage to Philly.
It's going to be game 6. It's going to go game 6 to Sixers because I think the Brooklyn Nets, even though like they're young, they will probably push it. They will probably push it to a game 6.
They'll take a game or 2
because it's going to be a game. It's going to be 2 games. The 2 games that
in Brooklyn,
it's going to be like Bridges going to go off. Maybe Cam Johnson might go off, and maybe another player might go off.
Dinwiddie or something.
Yeah. Dinwiddie is looking like one of the better point guards in the league recently.
They've been sitting Cam Thomas, though. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
He's gonna leave, bro, or they should get rid of him.
I think they
should let him flourish somewhere. He could score like nobody else.
Cavs versus Knicks, hypothetically, I'm gonna be honest.
Holy, that's.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have the Cavs beat you guys because I think with this Knicks team, I think I'm all for Randall. But it's the other pieces around him.
I don't see a problem with any of the other pieces, though.
But I need them to step up
as
well.
when you have Brunson fully healthy, you will win. I say. Because if you shut down Donovan Mitchell, who else is scoring for them? Garland?
No one's really that scary.
And LeVert still alone.
LeVert had a good game the other night.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
never
play.
know. You never know, though.
The thing about the Cavs is they have a really good big man duo.
We match up pretty well with them, though. If everyone's healthy. If Brunson's not healthy, we're not winning more than a game.
Robinson matches up really well
with Allen.
Mobley and Randall's, Randall's better scorer than Mobley.
I think Josh Hart could guard up.
Josh Hart, man.
Josh Hart's locks.
He is a
Josh
beast.
Hart's got some clamps. I just want us to win a series. That Trae Young series 2 years ago still haunts me. I just want us to win a series. I don't care after that.
Still fuck Trae Young.
Oh no, it's still fuck Trae Young.
Obviously.
Yeah, just want to make sure.
Obviously,
still fuck Trae Young. That was a side talk.
Yes.
Well, what if you guys drop to the 6th seed and you play the Sixers? I think you're probably screwed there.
That would be
That'd be a lot tougher.
It'd
be a great dope series. Two of the most big passionate cities about their sports, like
that, and then
I think we could
iconic franchises.
I'm not saying we're gonna win against Philly, but I think we could upset Philly.
I think that would be
it's definitely a possibility. Yeah.
It's a game 7.
I think we go to 6 or 7.
It all depends on the performance of Julius Randle. Really.
Yeah, I also think we've had Boston's number this year. I know
you guys
it's random. We've had Boston's number this year. Milwaukee is the team that scares me, and oddly, Miami.
Miami, that's what I'm saying.
Miami as a 7 seed is like they have this little underdog mentality, even though they've been to the finals.
They can get hot quick, man. They can get hot.
They're kind of scary down there. The East in general is much more balanced than the West is really. Everyone could kind of take it.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Nuggets up there on their own island, 5 games ahead of the Grizz. But then it's between 2 and even the 11
play-in.
It's 8 games.
Yeah.
Even the Jazz, who were expected to be one of the worst teams in the league, still have a shot. Pelicans still have a shot. Blazers can get hot and get in there.
Yeah.
Mavericks really disappointed the hell out of a lot of people. They should be way better. In my opinion,
the Pelicans
34 and 35 with 2 of the best players in the league on your team.
The Pelicans are my low spot. They're 4 games back of 4. The West is.
They don't have
close.
Zion either.
That's been their problem all year though. They've been disappointing. They've just had CJ on his own.
The Clippers, they have all the talent in the world on that team. They could make a playoff run. They have a lot of playoff experience especially with Kawhi. Obviously, we saw that big run with the Raptors. Russ, I mean, if he can limit his turnovers, there's no reason why they can go far. The Clippers they were in the West Conference Finals 2 years ago. So there's no reason why they can't do it again.
They have a deep team of vets. When Russ is on the floor, apparently they're statistically a lot better, which is odd.
I believe it.
I thought that was odd just because he kills the spacing, but his passing is still top. He finds open guys on cuts. Mm-hmm. The Clippers could be sneaky. The Mavs, though, any game they could put up hundreds.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They are so disappointing.
No, because they just don't have no defense. They don't have no defense.
They don't.
That's why.
Yeah, Luka and Kyrie don't play defense.
No, that's the problem with them, because when you just trade away guys that was could have been defensive guys for you, you just stuck with offensive guys.
It's Dorian Finney-Smith. He's a good defender.
Really good defender.
Missing out on that, man.
Well, I feel Luka's been out a couple of games. Kyrie's also been out.
Mark Cuban, get your shit together, man.
They're 34 and 35. They got 13 games left, right? So they need to probably go 10 and 3, really.
Yeah.
9 and 4
so
to give themselves a shot.
Lakers are kind of hot. Lakers are kind of hot.
They're getting hot at the right time, and they don't even have LeBron. So Anthony Davis.
D'Angelo Russell looks great. D'Angelo Russell.
I'm not surprised, bro, because in Minnesota, he's not. He's behind Edwards.
Yeah.
And they're really trying to force the issue with Gobert a lot. I don't know why.
So stupid.
And they haven't had Towns all year.
So stupid.
He's supposed to maybe be coming back.
But they said it was an injury update. I don't know if you peeped that.
Yeah, I did.
Towns.
They said he might come back in a couple
2
weeks.
Yeah.
But he's been out since October.
Yeah.
So how good is he really going to be?
And he's gonna have a lot of rust. So he's gonna have a lot of rust.
And they got a tough game tonight against the Celtics.
Oh man, that's really gonna be a tough game for them.
And if they lose that game, they're 35 and 35, which opens up the Thunder to move up to the 7. which is crazy, bro. They don't even have Chet Holmgren.
And it's gonna open up for like the Pelicans or Jazz to sneak in there.
Honestly, when the Thunder are probably they're so smart. All those first round picks they got, turning them into guys like Shea, Josh Giddey's been really good.
And people thought they was dumb.
And they got Jalen Williams now.
Both of them look really good.
Interesting, man. But we ain't gonna get inside the NCAA March Madness just yet, because we still gotta wait to see these playing games. Of course, shout out to the SHU women's basketball team once again.
Yeah.
Southern tonight. So, we got shout out to the home team there.
Need a big dub tonight.
Yeah, man. Don't worry, because next episode, we're gonna have a very special guest. So just stay tuned, because we're gonna have a special guest. And you're gonna be very surprised with the knowledge of the NFL. Yep. And they're gonna share she gonna share her stories about her trip to Kansas City. Hey. Speaking of which, I pray that Shannon get this gig at the Kansas City Chiefs, because she had an interview for it today.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see if she getting the gig at Kansas City. If so, I'm like, you need to flex a picture with Mahomes. Yeah. And tell
Travis Kelce.
I'm gonna be like this, yo. Can you tell him to tell me happy birthday? So I can be like, hey, Kermit the Frog told me happy birthday.
I mean, she'll go for that Kelce picture
immediately.
Immediately. You mean the best quarterback in the league?
Immediately. Gotta do that. But of course. And the good thing that just happened today, Hometown Worldwide, we just dropped our Virginia collection. We have a 202 Down shirt, Virginia t-shirt, and Virginia Beach t-shirt. Why? Because it's Something in the Water Festival hosted by Pharrell down in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So you should get your merchandise, Hometown Worldwide merchandise, for that upcoming concert and next month. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm really be out here paid. I'm not even getting paid for this sponsorship. I'm over here be pitching the hell out of stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, you can give us a subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on our TikTok page, Instagram, and Twitter. And sometimes, just hit us up. Let us know what guests you want us to have on the show. We could have an athlete. We could have maybe potential, coaches or just regular people from our program.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys, who do y'all want to have on the show?
Like anyone, realistically.
Like realistically.
I mean, I'd love to have like someone like Pap's on, who's like actually on like live TV and everything. Someone with some experience. Could get some, maybe post it on his story. Get a couple looks. Looks from the Dan Patrick viewers.
Maybe get a follow from Dan Patrick.
Just a slight little plug to Dan.
Like Dan.
Check the pot.
Yeah, Dan.
Check the pot.
Yeah, check the pot. Check the pot out.
I'd say the same thing, man. As Anthony, yeah. That'd be sick.
It look like we might have to
email
Pat.
We can work it out.
We can work out details.
We're getting there.
We can tell him, it'd be pretty dope.
Get some SHU athletes, get some program people with some nice knowledge.
Well, once the playoff matchups are set, I want to get Valente on and talk about the Kings.
Oh, man. I just want to know how you feeling since it's the first time in years.
Yeah. Years since that they've been good. This is the first time they've had 40 wins in 20 years.
Yeah, it has been, actually. It's crazy. But
and we got to get Isaiah then, too.
Yeah, we got to get Isaiah.
Oh, man.
Got to get Pat.
I don't know.
Just really
we got to get Pat up here, man.
Pat,
I love Pat. I love Pat energy.
Pat been wanting to get on.
The next Friday, we're going to have another special guest as well.
Yep.
Former club football athlete.
Former program athlete or program.
Yeah. And, I really want to get my boy up here because he loves the NCAA and he's a big Syracuse fan. Shout out to you, Jake. But don't worry, because one of these episodes is going to be a big guest and y'all going to be very surprised and it's going to be highly requested.
Yep.
So definitely, stay tuned with us. But another thing, this is Sport Aces Podcast. We have Anthony, Tom, I'm Chris Ortega. And we'll see you later.